Good afternoon, boys and girls, and to all of the parents that are listening to Aunt Pat's Story Time. Today's story is entitled Alexander, Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday, by Judith Force and illustrated by Ray Cruz. Alexander's grandparents came to visit him one Sunday, and they gave him and his brothers $1. Alexander was a young man who never had any money, but they gave them all $1. So Alexander said, "Yes, I'm rich." Let's listen carefully to see how Alexander spent his money after he became rich. This is the same Alexander from weeks ago that said he wasn't going to move. They can't make me move when his parents moved because of his father's job. The same Alexander who had a very bad, no good day. But now Alexander is rich. He was rich last Sunday. Let's listen to the story. It isn't fair that my brother Anthony has $2.75 and 1 dime and 7 nickels and 18 pennies. Here's Alexander fussing because his brother had some money. It isn't fair that my brother Nicholas had $1.02 and 5 dimes and 5 nickels and 13 pennies. It isn't fair because what I've got is bus tokens. What you will find out, Alexander spends everything he gets. His brothers save their money, but he would always spend his money. Let's read on. And most of the time, what I've mostly got is bus tokens. And even when I'm very rich, I know that pretty soon what I'll have is bus tokens. I know because I used to be rich last Sunday. Look at Alexander in this picture. You see a milkshake, you see cupcakes, you see chocolate bars. You notice what Alexander thinks about. He's not saving his money. He used to be rich last Sunday. Last Sunday, Grandma Betty and Grandpa Louie came to visit from New Jersey. They brought lox because my father likes to eat lox. They brought plants because my mother likes to grow plants. They brought $1 for me and $1 for Nick and $1 for Anthony because Mom says it isn't nice to say this. We like money a lot, especially me. So here you see Alexander looking real sneaky with his $1 that his grandparents gave him. My father told me to put the $1 away to pay for college. He was kidding. Anthony told me to use the $1 to go downtown to a store and buy a new face. Anthony stinks. Here's Alexander and Anthony downtown. And here's his brothers teasing him. Nikki said to take the $1 and bury it in the garden, and in a week a dollar tree would grow. Ha, ha, ha. Mom said, if I really want to buy walkie-talkie, save my money. Saving money is hard. It seems to me that Alexander is the kind of person that money just goes through his hand. Because last Sunday when I used to be rich, I went to Pearson's drugstore and got some bubble gum. And after the bubble gum stopped tasting good, I got more gum. And after that gum stopped tasting good, I got more gum. And even when I told my friend David I'd sell him all the gum in my mouth for a nickel, he still wouldn't buy it. Goodbye, 15 cents. So he spent 15 cents on gum. Last Sunday when I used to be rich, I bet that I could hold my breath till 300. Anthony won. I bet that I could jump from the top of the stoop and land on my feet. Nicky won. And guess what he was betting? Money from his $1. And his brothers won. I bet that I could hide this purple marble in my hand, and my mom would never guess which hand I was hiding it in. I didn't know that moms made children pay. Goodbye, another 15 cents. He was betting with his mother. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. I positively was saving the rest of my money, except that Eddie called me up and said that he would rent me his snake for an hour. I always wanted to rent his snake for an hour. Goodbye, 12 cents. As you can see, Alexander cannot keep money. Anthony said, when I'm 99, I still won't have enough money for a walkie-talkie. Nick said, I'm too dumb to be let loose. My father said that there are certain words a boy can never say, no matter how ratty and mean his brothers are being. My father fined me 5 cents each for saying them. Goodbye, dime. So his father made him pay up for calling his brother's name. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, by accident, I flushed 3 cents down the toilet. A nickel fell through a crack when I walked on my hands. I tried to get my nickel out with a butter knife and also my mother's scissors. Goodbye 8 cents, goodbye butter knife, and goodbye scissors. He's having a hard day. Alexander, who used to be rich, last Sunday. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I found this chocolate candy bar just sitting there. I rescued it from being melted or smushed, except the way I rescued it from being melted or smushed was that I ate it. How was I supposed to know it was Anthony's? Goodbye, 11 cents. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. I positively was saving the rest of my money. But then Nick did a magic trick that made my pennies vanish in thin air. The trick to bring them back he has never learned yet. Goodbye, 4 cents. He is having a hard time with that dollar. Whew. Poor Alexander. Anthony said that even when I'm 199, I still won't have enough for a walkie-talkie. Nick said they should lock me in a cage. My father said that there are certain things a boy can never kick, no matter how ratty or mean his brothers are being. My father made me pay 5 cents for kicking it. Goodbye, nickel. He kicked his brother. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, Kathy around the corner had a garage sale. Poor Alexander. I positively only went to look. I looked at a half-melted candle. I needed that candle. I looked at a bear with one eye. I needed that bear. I looked at a deck of cards that was perfect except for no 7s of clubs and no 2s of diamonds. I didn't need that 7 or that 2. Goodbye, 20 cents. He stretched that dollar. Alexander, who used to be rich, last Sunday. I absolutely was saving all of my money. I positively was saving the rest of my money. I absolutely positively was saving the rest of my money, except I needed to get some money to save. I tried to make a tooth fall out. I could put it under my pillow and get a quarter. No loose tooth. Look at his mother screaming. He's trying to pull out a tooth to get some money. I looked in Pearson's telephone booth for nickels and dimes that people sometimes forget. No one forgot. I brought some non-returnable bottles down to Friendly's Market. Friendly's Market wasn't so friendly. He was trying to take bottles back that you couldn't return for money. He used to be rich last Sunday. I told my grandpa and grandma to come back soon. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I used to have $1. I do not have $1 anymore. I got this dopey deck of cards. I got this one-eyed bear. And I've got this melted candle. Alexander, who used to be rich last Sunday. And some bus tokens. Alexander, who used to be rich last Sunday. He didn't want to move the other week. And I'm telling you, he had the very bad, terrible, worst day the week before. Alexander, who used to be rich last Sunday. If you look at the story, he did a lot with that $1. So boys and girls, if you get $1 from your grandparents, use it wisely. The end.